This is a tutorial for the worksheet entitled Global Brains. Please follow along as I go through this, and you also are going to have to pause as I do some things and we go through this. In order for doctors to study the brain, they must be able to describe certain areas to other medical people. They use a system similar to mapping. You will be making a map of the brain. Label the following, starting with the central fissure. So we will use, let's see, I want to find a nice color here. So this is the central fissure, which will be the equator. Locate that. Next, label the central sulcus. This is the line separating the frontal and parietal lobes. This will be the prime meridian, 0 degrees longitude. Now, all of the lines that are going to be this way will be degrees west. All of the lines going this way will be degrees east. Next, each longitude line is 15 degrees. So every line that runs up and down is 15 degrees. This would be 15, 30, 45, and so on. Please now pause the recording and finish this and then start it up again. Okay, so I've completed all of the degrees west. Now you need to do the same thing to the east. Again, please pause this while you finish. Okay, so I have completed all of the lines for the longitude. Now each latitude line will be 10 degrees. Both north, which would be degrees north, would be this way, and degrees south would be this way. Again, the latitude lines, which run side to side, are 10 degrees. Stop the video again and then continue once you've completed this. Okay, next thing. Outline the motor cortex. This is the area that makes muscles move. It is the area between the longitude lines of 45 west and the prime meridian. So over here would be 45 west. Oops, went off the line a little bit. So this whole area here is the prime, or excuse me, not the prime meridian, but the motor cortex. Next, the sensory cortex, the area that picks up sensations. It is the area between the longitude lines of the prime meridian and 45 east. Select a different color here. This would be the sensory cortex. Number 3, plot the following on your globe. They are found in the motor cortex. Now I'm only going to do a few of these rather than all of them. You need to do the rest. Swallowing. Swallowing happens at 30 west and 80 south. So we need to find 30 west. That's this line right here. And 80 south, here's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 would be right there. So we put a mark there, a line out, label it as swallowing. So that's the muscle area in your brain, muscle area of your brain that makes the muscles work for swallowing. Now notice it also says 30 west and 80 north because you have 2 for each side of your face. this is also swallowing over here. Now, as you move down, it'll say something like 15 west and 40 south and the opposite coordinates. So 15 west, 40 south would be here. The opposite side of it would be over here, 15 west, 40 north. That's what it means by opposite coordinates. Number 4, you're going to do something similar to what you did for number 3, but instead of being in the motor cortex, which I have here, you're going to be putting and plotting things over here in the sensory cortex, just like we did before. Number 5, now what we're going to do is color the different sections of the brain, which are called lobes. This is a little bit difficult, so please follow along. Number 5, color the frontal lobe. Find the longitude line of 75 west. Well, let's see. 15, 30, 45, 60, 75. Here's 75 west. You already have it marked. Everything west of this part is the frontal lobe. So all of this is frontal lobe. Next, locate these 4 points. 0 longitude and 40 south, 10, 20, 30, 40. 0 longitude and 40 north, 10, 20, 30, 40. 75 west and 40 south. 75 west and 40 north. These 4 points make a square. This is the second part of the frontal lobe. So you would color this section here the same color as you did the other part of the frontal lobe. Alright, if you have any other questions, just let me know and I will help you out.